Hello Pisces, and welcome to Soul Sundays. Pisces, it's a quick 3-card spread, one for mind, body and soul. So let's get started. Universe and angels, messages and guides, my higher self, I call upon you now to give me clear and accurate reading for the sign of Pisces. Please show me what they need to hear, not what they want to hear. Spirit, can I please have 3 cards, one for mind, body and soul? Thank you. One starting with the mind. So for those wondering, the reason why I don't take that card is because I haven't asked the question and I want these readings to be quite specific, but I hold it up just in case it comes out again. So you've got 2 cards. You've got the Hermit, or the card of the teacher, and the 6 of Trees, which is about money, even give and take, loans, reciprocity, that kind of thing. Your mindset could be on money, on needing more money, and trying to bring in more money. I have 1 card for their health, please. It could also be from the money that you make from whatever it is that you do in the world, whatever your project or hobby is. Because the card of the Hermit, sorry, I should stop saying that. The card of the Hierophant, as the teacher, speaks about what you have to bring into the world. Okay, so you have the card of stay positive, so it's really about keeping your mental thoughts positive with whatever it is that you're trying to create when it's in this world. Perhaps some of you are trying to branch out in your business. You could be trying to go overseas and have a holiday. Maybe you're trying to move house and the money's just not quite right, or the timing's just not quite right. You need to stay positive about the situation, but more importantly, just wait. You've had Mercury going retrograde in your sign, so it's been really intense energy for you, Pisces. You may have lost items, technology might not have been there for you like it should have. It wasn't the best time to sign any new contracts. Mercury goes direct at the end of this week on the 28th, but there's a shadow period of 2 weeks. If you can try and wait until we get through to the next Libra full moon before acting on anything, that'll be your best opportunity for starting anything new. But the new moon that's coming through next week, on the 4th or the 5th, will actually be a good time as well. Speaking of time, you've pulled that. What did I say about timing? Phenomenal. Okay, let me break it down for you. So the way I would describe your reading is divine right order and divine right time, learning patience, okay? And it's not always easy for you, Pisces, because you're such an empath, you see things so clearly. It's hard for you when you know that things are going to work out for you. You know things are going to come your way. You know intrinsically in your gut, but then you just have to wait. It's kind of like welcome to my world. It's what I see as a psychic, as an intuitive. I know what's coming for me, but I have to be patient and wait until I actually get to that point. It's always interesting when it does come, because I've trained myself now to let go. Let me break this down for you though. In terms of mindset, you've got the card of the teacher, or I keep going to say the Hermit, which represents Virgo. Virgos might be important for some of you out there. But the teacher or the Hierophant, this speaks about large institutions. Some of you could be planning a wedding or waiting to get married. Could speak about commitment and wanting commitment. And the 6 of Trees is money, right? So for others of you, it's not having enough money, or stressing or fretting about not having enough money for a commitment that's coming up, like a wedding or something like that. But the Hierophant also represents large institutions. So it could be like the bank, needing to get a loan from the bank and worried that you're not going to get that loan. And that's what I'm seeing quite clearly here for you. It's like you want to either buy a new property, buy a new premise, maybe you own a business and you want to branch out and start up a new avenue of your business, and you're just waiting to see if you have the money in order to do so. Let me read it for you from the book so I can give you more clarity, because it's a general reading, so it's going to apply different for all of you. But the teacher, or the Hierophant, which represents the sign of Taurus, by the way, major arcana, speaks about clarity. When the student is ready, the teacher appears in a form that you will learn from. The answers you seek are finding you. The teacher is awakening. It asks you to focus on your values. What is most important to you? What is it that you do that no other person or any alarm clock has to motivate you to do? The teacher's ability resides within every one of us, and this card gives you the tools to travel where she has already explored. She holds the keys to transformation and points you towards your answers. Your questions are pulling a physical or symbolic teacher towards you. This teacher will unlock the doors and invite you within to explore the mysteries. So this could also be about getting guidance, okay? getting spiritual guidance on your path. It's like you know where you're going, but it's like having the patience to wait to receive. The Six of Trees or the Six of Pentacles usually speaks about an even give and take when it comes to monetary items, right? It speaks about kindness, charity, material gain. In the reverse, it shows me that the money's stalled right now, okay? It's not an even flow. It's going to flip. The fact that you've drawn this card at all is amazing. When it does flip and come up in the upright, it means that you'll get approved for that loan or whatever. But this week, I find that it's going to be delays or communication. And that's just because you have Mercury going retrograde in your sign, okay? So don't apply for anything new. You won't get approved. It's not the right time. And if you do get approved, then things will change down the track and it won't last, okay? So this card talks about if you continually give to others and don't allow yourself to receive, you'll always be separate from whom you truly want to be. Open your heart to receive. So this is the polarity between being a giver and a receiver, and it's about finding out the balance. In the upright, it talks about giving too much, but I feel like it's in the reverse, so maybe you've been taking too much. And this could speak about in many different ways, okay? Just because it's pentacles doesn't mean that it has to be tangible, but maybe you've been relying on people too much. Maybe you've been the one that's kind of been like leaning on people for advice. Maybe you've been the one that's been leaning on people for money. Maybe you've been the one that's been not all there emotionally, so you've been leaning on people for emotional support or mental support, whatever it is for your personal situation, okay? It's about time to restore the balance of power, okay, and understand. If this is resonating with you, the simple way of doing it is just give gratitude to the people that have been there for you this week, Pisces. If people have been helping you in whatever way, family, friends, your partner, acquaintances, people at work, colleagues, suppliers, whatever it is, then make sure you take the time to give gratitude this week, okay? Because when we give gratitude, that's when we can actually manifest new coming in. That's the trick to manifestation. Everyone thinks it's just asking for it, you know, please, please, please. But the truth is it's actually giving thanks. It's like, you know what? I'm so grateful for the roof I have over my head because it's an amazing home, apartment, unit, wherever you live. I'm so grateful for the coffee that I'm drinking this morning. And that comes from someone who knows what it feels like not to have coffee. Do you know what I mean? When you give thanks for those things, especially for the people that have gone above and beyond for you, then it comes back to you, okay? And that's how you turn this card into the upright. So the combination, as I've explained to you, is really about trying to find a spiritual mentor or guide to help you find the right balance of time and learning about patience. Your message with your body this week is staying positive. Be very careful of your thoughts, Pisces. As the most empathic sign of the zodiac, you have this potential to sometimes get into a little bit of negative self-talk and spiral where you create mountains out of molehills that aren't there, okay? So alongside gratitude and writing out gratitude or giving gratitude this week, I really want you to focus on the positive, okay? Shit things happen, that's life. The way we deal with it is when the thing happens, we feel the emotion, which did you know it only lasts for 19 or 20 minutes? One emotion when we feel it, any emotion, happiness, sadness, grief, whatever it is. The rest is self-propelled thoughts in our minds, okay? So whenever something happens, catch yourself, and if you're still dwelling over it, going over your mind, go, is this really important? Is this really going to bother me? And then also look at the positive of the situation. Not why is this happening to me, but what am I learning from this? What am I meant to learn so that you can change it quickly? That kind of energy, Pisces, is just very, very attractive, okay? It will attract all kinds of abundance to you, and we'll flip this card very quickly. Time. All right, so your spiritual meaning for this week, time, it's a bit deep, okay? It speaks about the frustration or the impatience of things not working out to your specific time frames. Let me read it to you. Feelings, memories, and emotions rise and fall in the ocean of your heart. Like floatism, they are surrendered to the shores of consciousness. A space clears and fills with light. The ocean in your heart is but a drop in the waters of creation, beyond the boundaries of time and space, immersed, weightless. Let go, be free. Bitterness or frustration over plans gone astray, feeling it's too late, that you've missed out, or the things are not happening quickly enough. Comparisons lead to a sense of failure or lack of joy. Pining for youth or lamenting time lost through unwise choices. Set a priority or release yourself from anxiety by weighing up what will really matter in a week, a year, or a decade. So let me repeat that to you. Set a priority or release yourself from anxiety by weighing up what will really matter in a week, a year, or a decade. There you go, Pisces. That was your reading for this week. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, please hit the like button. It helps the channel more than you know, and I'll be back with you next week. Take care.